Ah! What? What happened? I scared you. You look so nervous I thought I'd lighten up the atmosphere a bit. They take out a torch and a red crystal from their pocket. The torch lights up with a single stroke from the crystal. Restore light. This is a fine crystal. We explorers imbue this crystal with magic to use it as a fire source. You really have no interest in showing off at all, do you? The fiery wind and waves ignited by this magic crystal can't be extinguished. Let's keep moving. The place is very strange, yet it looks just like an ordinary deserted cave. What about it makes people who have seen it go crazy? Spy report now. Oh, we got a lot of points. Okay, so these flashing things or glowing things, you can only pick one or the other. I can feel there are people ahead. Many people. Wait. Tasha, stop teasing us. No one can scare us with these silly little tricks. Get ready to fight. Their face suddenly turns solemn as they take out their weapons. What on earth is this? Is this a magic field? You feel like someone's watching us. Tasha's sixth sense is usually quite powerful. The human sixth sense is a magical talent, but quite weak at predicting anything. Quit talking nonsense. We're not being followed. Probably not. I was the last one to get here. I looked around before I left and no one was there. Could be though, someone is one step ahead of us. That can't be. If someone was ahead of us, Beast wouldn't move at all. Then who's in front? It might not be human. Whatever. We'll fight our way through and we'll kill whatever comes at us. Right, we can only be careful. Let's continue moving on ahead. Let me say, first, this isn't one of my tricks. Holding their breath. Maybe it's just a wind. It's normal for a cave to be drafty. Up ahead, there's a ton of eyes up ahead. Ah, following their line of sight, there's many pairs of shiny green eyes. Damn it, who is it? Let me at them. Looks like none of them are moving. Be careful. Rekindles the torch. Restore light. Eyes disappeared. Were they bats? Maybe there's some kind of nocturnal animal. Their eyes shine in dark places, but their eyes aren't so bright when there's, like, animals. Then there's nothing to be afraid of. Whatever it is, they're not that far ahead. We should keep going. Everyone, be careful. What did I just step on? What? Eyes are behind you. What? Looking back, there's a pair of green eyes, and the owner of those eyes is a stone human. It's falling backwards. Look at what scared you. I just figured it out. They're human remains. You're saying all these used to be people? Whoa, I also just jumped just now. There are similar remains here too. Seems like they all get the same expression as the moment they died. Looks like it was painful. Rushing in front of the remains. Their eyes turned completely turned green. Oh, I've got it. People went crazy saw those eyes. Scaredy cats. Of course, the average person would be scared by such a strange sight in a creepy place. Look, their eyes have changed color, but there's no sign of life. If you look at their remains, they look like their skin is made of stone, but... Takes out a small wooden stake and pokes their remains. Look. Is it soft? Are they still alive? Get back! What? Tasha? I understand now. They were all poisoned. A poison so powerful that lasts for 1,000 years, trapped in a layer of skin that looks like stone. Puncturing the skin would lead to disastrous consequences. Isn't that what you just did? It's poison. Surely they didn't have anything to do with the demise of the endless city. It's quite possible. Their clothing is all but rotted away, but you can still get a sense of their old clothing. White silk printed with solar and lunar flowers, endless flowing rivers on everyone's skin. Look, here you can see the lines of the river. Poison took their lives and also preserved them for thousands of years. If there was such a vile poison on the ground, why didn't they escape? Sometimes it's not because people don't escape, but because people can't. Well, stop scaring yourself. At least we now know how the people in the city disappeared. It was a poisonous miasma that surrounded them in an underground city. This poison may be thousands of years old, but it still lingers. Try not to damage the skin of the cadavers. You leave cautiously, but take one last look at the stone people. You have a persistent feeling that they're alive, but that their souls are trapped within the stone. Hey! Cheer up and watch your step! You try to forget the expression on stone people's faces, but you're overwhelmed by an inexplicable feeling of pain and sadness. From the corner of your eye, you can see that Tasha's face goes through a fleeting moment of sadness before going back to her usual expression. At 1 point, I can get Growl plus, Taunt plus, or an enhanced stamina. We'll get this to increase my Growl to almost double. Wait, I already have that. Okay, so it's Taunt plus or enhanced stamina. I still don't know what exactly Resilience is responsible for. Well, I guess we'll get that instead of enhanced stamina. And kill everything on the way in. I doubt it'll change the ending. What's up with you? You've been a little absent-minded from the start. You're not scared, are you? Novice Explorer's first expedition will have its emotional fluctuations with all its strange new experiences. If the emotional reaction is severe, then the body will be affected and can result in losing all reason. Stay focused. If you break any of those stone people, we're done for. I'm fine. I'm okay. You feel more at ease once you can no longer see the stone people. Tasha, there's a fork ahead. Turn off the path? To the left is very humid, and to the right is very dry. It looks like these two pathways have been cleared intentionally. It can't just be two different punishments, right? One where you drown in a flood, and the other where it's so dry you burst into flames? Solomon, stop scaring people. Everyone just managed to calm down. Oh, I forgot we've got to get a coward with us. Sorry. Reaching the entrance of the human path. Here, set against the stone wall. There's a faint sound of running water here. An underground river? Quite likely. If there's water, there must be life. We don't know what kind of life there might be in the water. The other path has nothing. It's relatively dry, but we don't know what else there might be. Come on, it's just a waterway and a dry road. Just pick whatever. And we shall leave the decision to you, newbie. I don't remember which one I picked before, so we'll try dry path. Dungeon under construction coming soon. Okay, let's go here. Isn't it too risky to leave our fates up to them? Solomon, this is our choice. Let's work together. Is this really the dry path? Let's try loading real quick and see. Oh, the save is quite a ways away. Okay, well, whatever. I'm pretty sure this is what I remember seeing. The ground here is very humid, and it seems like there's an underground river ahead. You're surprised there's a river beneath the desert. The desert isn't too different from other places, except there's a thick layer of sand. There are rocks and minerals beneath the desert. Naturally, there are underground rivers with strong currents hidden under some of them. It'd be great if the people had access to these underground rivers. Look at Dunestorm as it is now. Aren't they using it? People use it until there's nothing left. You can't expect people to control themselves. You give me one Utar and I see you have a whole chest. I won't hold back. You think like a bandit. You really are. Picking that up increases my score. So this is the path I remember. Wow, the underground river is amazing. I'm pretty sure I picked the dry path last time too. So I don't know. I'm assuming it's forcing me through the wet path. How long has it been since I've seen so much water? Runs over excitedly. Stop, Salmon. We don't know what's at the bottom of the river. Besides, if any of the cadavers fell in the river, wouldn't it poison the water? He said that this river wasn't poisoned, but apart from that, we mustn't underestimate the possibility of fierce aquatic creatures within. I'm just playing with you. We're all carrying water. What's so important about these underground rivers that never see the sun? Up ahead Is there something on the water's surface? What? Huh, you scared me to death. This one. Lightly past the back of your head. Did you make a special trip just to scare us? Take a good look. These are just some rocks breaking through the water. We can thank Mantis. He discovered a stone bridge. Good work. There's man-made traces of someone digging here. This is a very old stone bridge. Looks like this after being eroded by the river for thousands of years. It suggests there was a period of time before they entered the dungeon and encountered the poison blast. Look at these stones by the bridge. Guessing from their shapes, it's likely they were torch pillars. Pillars? Pillars. Looks like there are many like it. Look up ahead. There are a lot of broken stones like this. In that case, we must be close to where they used to live. Most of the cadavers are gathered near the entrance. The further we go, we'll see more traces of the lives they live. Therefore, if we keep going, the closer we get to the truth of the poison blast that happened here. Don't be afraid. We have beasts with us. Let's cross the bridge. Alright, we're going to make a different save at this point. So I'm going to try something different than what I did the first time we went through here. Keep steady. The river water splashes against the stone bridge, so you'll slip if you're not careful. Things are going surprisingly well. It's a river contaminated by poison. I wouldn't have expected anything to survive. Get back! A Bahar. These Bahar seem to be different. Run! Get away! Run! We're not going to fight these things, are we? They're not like the monsters that appeared after the Black Sun. They might have been here for thousands of years. We have little chance of winning in their next battle, so let's get out of here. So then the Bahar spawn behind you. I'm going to try fighting them, though. There's nothing for it. Let's fight. Last time I just ran, like the game said. Finally! Wipes away sweat. You're not hurt, are you? No. They shake their heads. Look at me, of course I'm fine. We've got to keep marching on. We're so close to finding out the truth of what happened here. Here. There's some clear evidence that people used to live here. Let's rest here for now. They sit down on the ground. I'm so tired. Ugh. Hands you the water pouch. Drink some water. You must be exhausted. Taking the water. Thanks. No need to thank me. We made it here together. We're kindred spirits on the same hazardous journey. Let's rest here for a bit. If you get bored, you can go for a walk. Hey, guess what I'd be doing right now if we weren't exploring? Maybe laying around in the den of iniquity, getting the high-class treatment I deserve. It's too bad that I'm dirt poor. I'd only be allowed in a place like that as hired muscle. Understanding the rise and fall of civilizations is meaningful for the modern age. We can learn from their experiences to find a way to approach their future. While seeking out the past, we're also seeking out the future. Tasha, look, you guys, there's some stone tablets here. Stone tablets. Are they just rocks worn down by water? Maybe you're just mistaken. No, this is the writing of the endless city. Using their sleeves to brush the dirt away from the stone. Conflict, sandstorm, closed road. Hey, Wallet, speak normally. You sound crazy. Tasha, we found it. Bring the torch closer to the stone. In this city, and the secret to its destruction. We found it. Mantis, we found it thanks to you. Nothing. Psst. You got a secret, then just tell me. The endless city is as indeed as the legend says. Half underground and half overground. The overground part was where everyone lived, an oasis. The underground part is where we are now, and was used as a safe place to hide from disaster. After discovering the underground river, they began to use water carelessly and wasted on over-farming the area. It became known for producing a high turnover of melons, drawing traveling merchants from all over the world. Wow, isn't it just as we said? The people here must have been incredibly wealthy. The Endless City became the richest city in the desert, and then disaster struck. Disaster. The underground river actually flows to an oasis downstream. There's a tribe there. Once they began using up the water in the Endless City, it was difficult for the downstream tribe to survive. Then one day, war broke out. All the people here went into hiding, suffocating each other. They turned back to look around. What I mean is, at some point you just have to face your fate. One side had to survive in a harsh environment, the other was living a wealthy and carefree life. Who do you think would win? Besides, the people in the city were predisposed to avoid warfare, which is why the underground city exists. Oh, and another thing, how can people fight without training? They can't, they're all weak. He looks back again. They all have taken things this far and are letting everything above go without a fight. Couldn't they just wait until everything had been plundered and then return to build anew? Well, when it rains, it pours. After the war, the sandstorm followed. The war had destroyed the buildings above ground, and it was an uncommonly powerful sandstorm. The sandstorm had exposed the mechanism of the underground city. I don't know what kind of damage must have caused it, but the key part of the mechanism was jammed. Doors could no longer be opened from within the underground city. Oh, they must have been so desperate. Put it bluntly, they were responsible for their own undoing. Isn't it better to settle things with a fight than to just talk all the time? It's rare for you to have that kind of opinion. I'm just unafraid of a fight. It doesn't mean that I'm always looking for one. They lowered their head, frowning. Looks like the stone record here isn't the only one. There's another one not too far away. Let's go and take a look. Trace of sadness flashes across her eyes. Tasha. What, something happened? They turn their eye to smile and wink at you. It seems like you're a little sad. You found me out. Was it me? Have I been bad? What is it? Can you tell me? Of course we're partners, but let me get some thoughts as to how I can say it. Actually, it's my little secret. I'll tell you when we get out of here. Alright. Let's set off when we're ready. Sure enough, there's another stone tablet here. What does it say? The sandstorm destroyed the mechanisms no one could get out. The city has divided into two factions. One believed the previous prosperity of the city guarantees rescue. When the time comes, they would divide the city's wealth in half. That's optimistic. Shush! There's the other faction that believes that things can't go on like this. If there's air and water underground, that means there must be another way out. Didn't you just say they had enemies living downstream? Wouldn't it be easy for them to follow the underground river? It isn't as simple as following the river like you're thinking. Water can take routes that you can't. Then what? What do they do? A lot of the words have faded, but I can make out some. What words? The resting place of God. Before. What you saw before. There are many corpses here, but they're completely different from the green-eyed stone people in front of you. They're ordinary bones. And here, is this the ceremonial tomb? As far as I know, the Endless City didn't engage in worshipping the monarchy, but emphasized the equality of all. We won't find such burials here. There'll be other victims? Look, there are some metal ornaments, faintly visible on their necks. Look at the craftsmanship. There might also be people from the Endless City. Then why didn't they turn to stone? These told me they weren't poisoned, so these remains are just ordinary skeletons. The lines on these rocks. This is likely an old branch of the underground river. These people would have been at the bottom of the river. Bottom of the river? You suddenly hear the sound of rolling stones while the ground trembles slightly. Earthquake! Careful, everyone. A huge rock tumbles towards Tasha. Ah! Move! They move to block the stone that would hit Tasha with their bare hands and throw it into the river. Oh, it wasn't a stone. It was one of the green-eyed stone people from before. Salmon, are you alright? They step back away from Tasha. I'm fine. Look, after the stone man fell into the water, he turned into bones. I've got it! The poison that turned them into stone can't handle water. Water? This doesn't seem like poison anymore. Nothing in this place is strange, nor is it strange that water can counteract poison. It's not so much counteracting the poison as it is a mutual death. There are worms that are parasites on a host body that can continue living inside the body long after the host has died. But didn't these people die a long time ago? Looking at it this way, it seems like the poison is the host. Or perhaps they're dormant. They either find a new host or they risk dying with the body of the old host. And what causes this is water. They shake their head. You said this place used to be a river. There must be some people who were unwilling to be tortured by the poison and were brave enough to plunge into the water, wanting to meet their final end as a human must. I'm sorry. It's not because of you. So besides, it was their own choice to lie in the riverbed. Some people are determined to keep their dignity. Not a good idea to stay here too long. I'm afraid that more of the stone people will appear. You might not be so lucky next time. Okay, let's keep moving. The ground suddenly shakes violently, worse than last time. The beast is warning us. Something's coming. Roar! Finally, a chance for an old man to bring the pain. Come on, no one's afraid of you. I welcome a fight. It's all thanks to you. I never realized you were so good. Hey, you don't hold back. I didn't realize we'd recruited someone so strong to the team. Hasn't the monster stopped moving? Why is the beast still screeching? Maybe it was scared. Maybe it was never seen such a huge monster. Don't underestimate it like that. It might just bite you. How did it suddenly get dark? Restore light. That's weird. What's going on? Tasha, are you around? Salmon? Walid? Is there someone crying up ahead? Hello? Hello? How did you get here? Oh, I came along with everyone. Everyone? Are you an explorer too? I got separated from my companions. Have you seen... Oh, why? Why are you... Me? Huh? Did I do anything? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be asking you questions like this. It's because I got separated from my companions. If I can find them, then it'd be easier for me to help you. Why? Why? Has she lost her mind? Why? Why? I was looking at you like that. Why do you want to leave? Why? What? Why are you leaving me alone? Take me away from here. Her complexion slowly turns gray as her eyes begin to glow green. The screen goes black. Ah! In a weak voice. What happened to you? Hey, wake up, wake up. Restore light. Tasha! Tasha! Calm down, don't be scared. What you just saw was an illusion. An illusion? Yes, Beast was baring its teeth just now to warn us. The sandworm's blood is poisonous and can cause hallucinations. I just gave everyone the antidote, but I couldn't find you when I was handing it out. He was infected too quickly. He just stood still and screamed. It's more dangerous here than I thought. We have to get out as soon as possible. The way we came is blocked by those monsters. We can only look for a new way out, around for a new way out like the people who were stuck here. After so many years, those doors that were stuck could probably be open now, just like the entrance we came through. So hang in there, let's just keep going. Hey Tasha. What's wrong? I can be a bit of a brute, I know that myself. It's okay, flaws make a person more interesting. Why did you suddenly say that? I just suddenly felt like talking. You can't even see the sun in this haunted place. In the past, I felt like I was bullied or looked down on because I wasn't rich enough. Even if I could punch them all, their eyes would still be full of contempt when they looked at me. That's not... I'm a deserter. I'm a coward. How could that be? You're the bravest of all of us. There's one thing I haven't said. I'm actually from the Oryx. When everyone in Twin Luna Valley laid down their lives to protect the princess, I fled. Twin Luna Valley? Oryx? You're from the Oryx? I'm unworthy. They all sacrificed themselves, unlike me, surviving until now with my tail between my legs? No. Tasha, only you have treated me like I was somebody. You made me feel like I mattered, and of course you too, Walid. I may not always see eye to eye with you, but I know that you're still good to me. This is nothing like anything you would say. If you've got things to say, maybe wait until we get out. I won't get out. Stretches out a hand to show it's made of stone. It has already started to turn gray, fingertips already petrifying. Salmon, If I get out, it'll bring on a second disaster, just like what happened in Endless City. He backs away slowly. Oh no! It's all my fault! It's all my fault! Tasha, I failed to become a hero for the Oryx, but the heavens didn't give up on me. I've been given a second chance. I, Salmon, have the chance to be a hero. Heaven, here I come. He's going to die with the poison. Salmon! Just a little poison, what can I do? This old man's going to cool you off. He jumps into the river. No! Salmon. Your heart tightens as you watch Salmon crash into the river water and turn to bones. Maybe salmon? I don't know. You. Woo-hoo-hoo. Go, Tasha. And you, hurry up. They sit on the ground and continue to sob, pulling up Tasha by the backpack. Go! Do you want a sacrifice to be wasted on you? Don't you get it? Go! Keep moving! They turn to look back at the underground river. Salmon, this time you got to be a hero. The resting place of God. I still can't get out. Tasha, it's going to be okay. Here is where everything must have started. It was written on the stone tablet they'd found an underground palace where God was in a deep sleep. Walid, you're right. I shouldn't just give up. I have a duty to get you out of here alive. You've recovered. There used to be a stone gate here, but the earthquake caused by the monster destroyed it. Most of it has collapsed. We should be able to get in easily now. What do you say, newbie? Want to go in and take a look? Alright, let's go. Now here. The world is indeed a more mysterious place than we assumed. These buildings and objects are definitely not from a civilization that's thousands of years old, but much more distant, and even more long ago. We might be able to solve the mysteries of this place. You see there are 7 stone statues here surrounding the huge well? The source of the poison is most likely here. Come and see, there are some murals. Murals? These murals don't seem to be very old. The clothes of the people depicted are from the Endless City. Was this painted by people from the Endless City? Yes, now let me see. The previous picture is of how the people of the Endless City were trapped, and then some of them were holding torches and exploring. This must be them looking for a new way out. There's a palace. At the center of it is a bright sphere. Many people are bowing to it. I know, they've discovered a ball of light and think it's God. You can't help but hold on to faith when battling despair. Yes, they thought the orb of light could guide them towards survival, so they began to repair the broken down palace. I can't see the last one clearly. Was it washed away by the current? No, it's unfinished. The last one is half done and only the orb was drawn. The markings on this orb seem to be man-made. Maybe it could tell us something. As soon as you said that it was man-made, I noticed that on the orb it seems to have an eye drawn on it? An eye? Walid? Walid? Explorer Walid left your party. Pact. Sign the pact. Pact. They stand in front of the well, facing you. What's wrong with you, Walid? Don't go near it, Tasha. Look behind him. Pact. The pact. A giant glowing egg-shaped creature crawls up behind him to stand, using its minly spindly centipede-like legs. The pact. Walid's head lowers, as if being hung by someone. His lips just repeat the word pact. Let me out. Sign my pact. We're in serious trouble. Is it still him? Not anymore. That thing behind him is controlling him. The glowing orb on the mural must be what's controlling Walid. Tasha. Walid, can you hear me? I know everything now. Walid, we'll get out of here and then we can talk. Come with us. Listen to what I say. Walid. It is an ancient demon claiming to be a god. It wants to enslave mankind. The power of man can't destroy it, but there are 7 powerful wizards. The wizards bound it twice over with their lives. The first must imprison its body here, where the wizard was also buried. It can't get out? Yes, it's an eternal prison. Even the binding weakens. Even if the binding weakens, it'll grow weaker day by day. It can't break away. Now let's go. Let's get out of here. I can't leave anyway. Oh, it's not as weak as you think. It was the Demon King lurking at the river's depths, after all. It needs someone to sign its pact. Those who refuse, their souls are devoured. Those who agree become a host for its spores, so it can live once more in a new body. Spores, could it be? Yes, the poison we saw before. It succeeded, and its infection has spread everywhere. The people in the Endless City signed its pact, but it failed. The wizards had thought of that long ago. They're looking at the statue. So they bound it a second time, making its spores unable to survive in water. The funny thing is, if the spores want to take over their host, the body has to spend some time submerged in water. The people of the Endless City, they were infected by the spores, but because the wizard's bindings, the infected are not only taken over by the spores, they die with it. Yes, the Demon King of the river's depths cannot claim a new body. It's almost laughable considering what it's been reduced to. The huge ball of flesh behind Walid lets out an ear-piercing screech and the ground begins to shake violently. Walid, let's go! This place is about to collapse! Look, there's a path up ahead. The earthquake opened it up. It must have been hidden up until now. We can get out through here. I was looking closely at the terrain here. This is the lowest point in the entire underground passage. The surrounding stone walls are slick with condensation. If I'm not mistaken, it's likely this place will be flooded soon. Walid! You see that the ball of flesh has impaled Walid with a thin-like appendage. I'll cut you free! It's no use, Tasha. He's already negotiating the pact. Many eyes appear on the egg-like form, and one opens suddenly, revealing a green eye. Newbie, take her away. We're about to get flooded. Walid! Let's go, Tasha. Taking out a book from their waist pouch. I'm a scholar and we're stubborn types. The more we know, the more distant we feel from everyone else. A foolish demon like you wouldn't understand this kind of loneliness. My loneliness made me arrogant. When I looked at people, I felt like I was different, better. Perfectly complemented my stubbornness. I must be such a burden. A stubborn, arrogant, and lonely person who doesn't get along with others easily. You want me to sign a pact with you? Then of course, my answer is no. Gallons of water come rushing in and submerges everything. Quick, climb upwards. The river's going to flood the area. It's all my fault. It's all my... Tasha, how can you blame yourself? Everyone made their own choice to be here. I'm a selfish person. Everyone got hurt because of me. I didn't tell you why I came here. It's because I'm a descendant of the tribe that attacked the Endless City. Walid. In his final moments, he looked very peaceful. In the years after that, the people of our tribe started to lose their minds. Many became ill and attacked each other. Quick, there's a light up here. We can get out if we just keep climbing. See, they really need to just turn all these into pop-ups or dialogue windows. My ancestors were one of the few survivors. They traveled far to escape that fate. The survivors thought it was a curse to avenge the Endless City, so they moved to new lands to start over. Just today, I learned that it was actually the sandworms. Their blood contains toxins that cause hallucinations. Back then, something must have caused the underground river to become contaminated with it. My ancestors were living just a short trip downstream. We're leaving, Tasha. We'll be leaving here soon. I get everyone killed. Why would I deserve to keep on living? She shakes her head and tries to stop. I'm sorry, Tasha. Bam! Knocks her out with a sharp jab. Payback! Carrying Tasha on your back, pushing ahead. No matter what, you have to live. Oof. You're awake? You. Forget it, you're too good to me. Tasha, we've already resurfaced. Look, we can see the sky and feel the warmth of the sun, all the things Walid hoped to see. Hang in there, Tasha. We'll make it through, together. Beast sticks out his little head from the backpack and squeaks, as if agreeing with you. See that? Beast also thinks I'm right. Make it. Salmon, Walid? Okay, we'll make it through, together. Tasha has now been unlocked in the new Game Plus shop. Right, did I ever get more White Rose potions to replace the one? No, not yet. What a sandstorm. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You're here alone. It's very dangerous. A giant snake has taken up residence. This snake has been calling sandstorms. It's no ordinary snake. Can you stop the sandstorms? It makes it impossible for caravans to travel. We must deal with it. Deal with it? You might know a way. And that is? Bring 2 bottles of White Rose Potion. We can put this guy to rest. I have the White Rose Potion. Very good. Give it to me. Alright. Hey, big guy. Take it easy. I have something good for you. The sandstorm dissipates and a giant snake appears from the ground. You're quiet. You know it? Come here. I've got medicine for you. You notice the snake has a large festering wound. What happened to it? She doesn't look back. Didn't you want to deal with it? Now is a good time. Talia treats the snake's wound with the medicine. The snake's wound visibly heals. You won't have a chance against the snake if it's fully healed. Don't attack. Why are you healing it? Are you friends? I don't know. I don't know it. It appeared after the Black Sun. I know it's here to protect something. I can feel it. Protect? Yes, this place was once an oasis. Unscrupulous merchants and others exploited and destroyed the natural beauty of this place. Now it is a lifeless wasteland. Then why protect it? There's still water far below the ground. It hasn't been completely lost. As long as there's water here, the environment could recover. So the snake has been protecting the oasis. Protecting the future. So many greedy people coveted the gems here that it couldn't protect it. Look, it is covered with scars. All the gems are nearly gone. I want the snake to recuperate. This place is protected by magic. The mirage we made will ensure the jewel thieves return empty-handed. Don't look at me like that. I know a bit of magic and I can help. It was once unusual to encounter a mage in the world. The Black Sun brought monsters and arcane energy. It's now much easier to practice the arcane. I have some bags made from the flayed skin of some large monsters. They will be very helpful for someone like you. Leave quickly if you don't want to see others to see you traveling with monsters. Oh, I didn't call you a monster. They're the monsters. She looks at you and smiles, then vanishes into the wind. Plus 15 inventory capacity. Oh, and speaking of which, now that Astrid is level 20, she can ride the Phoenix. And as far as talents go, at 96 you max out everything. I'm 97 now with that last quest that is finished, so I have 1 talent left, and it will always be. I will keep continuing. I would continue to get more talents, but I will always have this red dot now there. I maxed, but now I have plus 15 inventory space for saving the snake. We will go ahead and use the return scroll to go back